Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Here is Dr. Zulfa. As you know, I'm teaching grammar and this is a record of the first lecture about the simple sentence. Okay? Now, you know the types of sentences in English. There are 4 types of sentences in English. They are simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and complex compound sentence. We will take them gradually, one after one. Today, inshallah, I'll discuss the simple sentence, and you will have an exercise that you can test your understanding, that helps you to test your understanding, or you can test your understanding with. Okay? Now, slide 2. What are the components or the basic components of a sentence? Now, any sentence in English must have a subject and a verb at least one subject and one verb. And when it has one subject and one verb, it is a simple sentence. Because later we will learn about compound sentence, which has more than one sentence, and complex sentence, which also has more than one sentence. Here we will talk about simple sentence, which has one subject only and one verb only. The basic parts of a sentence are the subject and the verb, and often, but not always, the object. We say sometimes we have more than 2 words. It is the object. For example, a simple sentence with 2 words, when I say, for example, birds sing, okay? Insects fly, only 2 words, but do they give a full meaning? Yes. Birds fly, birds sing, children swim. Two words, but they have full meaning. These 2 words are the subject, which is a noun or a pronoun, and the verb, which is an action or a linking verb. We will explain all of this. The subject is usually a noun, a word that names a person, Ali, Fatma, Huda, a place, Jerusalem, Gaza, Al-Isra University, okay? Or thing, a tree, a horse, a cup, a pencil. Okay, this is the subject. It must be a noun or a pronoun. A noun or a pronoun, he, she, it, okay? Or a phrase, the intelligent boy, the beautiful girl. So a phrase, a group of words. This is the subject. The verb or the predicate, the other part of the sentence, is the verb. The verb, or what we call the predicate. The verb, and anything follows the verb is usually called, or it is usually called the predicate. Of course, predicate usually follows the subject and identifies an action, and it says an action about what a subject does. Identifies an action or state of being. A state of being, it does not tell an action. It does not say an action. It is a state of being, and it describes the subject. When I say he is happy, it's not an action. فيش حدث، فيش فعل. Okay? فيش حاجة بنعمل. So he is happy. They have been to England. He might be intelligent, okay? An object receives the action and usually follows the verb. The third in the predicate, we have a verb, and maybe we have other words. The word which follows the action verb is called an object. For example, they played football. What did they play? They played football. It's مفعول به, object. Okay? Now, these are the main components of a sentence. Think for 1 second to remember what are the main components of a sentence. Think. Okay. Now, the subject in general, as I said, refers to the part of the sentence that tells who or what the sentence is about. Who does something or what the sentence is about. The subject is a noun, pronoun, or a phrase, as I explained. Kelly walked down. It's a noun. They went to school. It's a pronoun. The black cat is a phrase. Because a phrase, a group of words which don't have a verb. So you see how many words? The black cat. The main word is cat. The main word is cat. And these two words, the black, are modifiers. Yani something that describe the main subject. Okay? Okay, slide 5. Now, examples of subjects, as you say, simple subject. We have types of subjects. We have simple subject, which is one word, like Kate is a thin girl, only one word, okay, Kate. Now, complete subject, Jeffrey's poem about his mother made the class cry. Now, his complete subject. What do you mean by complete subject? Now, if you think about Jeffrey's poem made the classic cry. Look, it is enough to say poem made the class. Now, of the poem made, this is the main subject and made is the main verb. But when I say Jeffrey's poem, I modify, I describe the poem. Whose poem? So when a subject, for example, like poem, is preceded, مسبوق ب modifiers or adjectives or an article, it is called a complete subject. So Jeffrey's poem about his mother. So you see some words after, before, and some words after the word poem, after the main subject. Okay. So Jeffrey's poem about his mother made the class cry. The main subject is poem, but there are words before it and after it which modify the main subject. So it is called a complete subject. It's not only one word subject or a simple subject. It's a group of words. A compound subject consists of more than one element. For example, Paul and Tommy joined the soccer team at the same time. So you see, Paul and Timmy, maybe I say Paul, comma, Timmy, comma, Jane, comma, and Thomas joined the soccer team at the same time. Yani the subject consists of more than one element, okay? But it's followed with a verb. All of these people share the same verb. Paul, Timmy, Jane, okay? What did they do? Joined. They share the same action. They share the same action. So this is what we call compound subject. Slide 6. Now, after the subject, we have a verb or what we call a predicate. What is a predicate? The predicate of a sentence includes the verb and everything that follows it. A baby is eating a red apple happily. Is eating a red apple happily. All of this called the predicate, the verb and other words, the object and the adverb, all of them together are called the predicate. Everything that follows the subject is called the predicate. This typically tells what the subject does with an action verb. The baby loves. Look at the first sentence. The baby loves. The action verb here is loves. Action verbs, it means doing something. Play, like what? Like play, read, run, ride, dance, shout, cook, read, study. All of these are action verbs. It means doing. Action means doing something. Slide 7. The verb or. Now, action verb, we are talking about the predicate, which contains the verb and any other words that follow the verb. Okay, so the verb might be an action verb or maybe a linking verb which describes the subject. When we describe the subject, we use a linking verb and a complement. After the linking verb, we have a complement. We want to see the baby is happy. The baby is happy. Now, is it an action? Does the baby do something here? No. But it is followed with an adjective that describes the baby. It is called subject complement. It is called subject complement. It tells me something about the baby. Okay? Is considered a linking verb. Just it connects or links the baby, the subject, with the adjective after it. Okay, the adjective after it is called subject complement. It tells something about the subject. What are linking verbs? Now, we said that action verbs that doing something, but what are linking verbs? Linking verbs connect the subject of the sentence with an adjective or a noun. So after a linking verb, we must have an adjective or a noun, and we will explain them now. Or a descriptive phrase, something that describes the subject. They don't indicate action, no action in a sentence, but they describe a state of being, a result, or one of the 5 senses. In other words, linking verbs do not have an object. Okay, now we will see the examples. You will understand more when I introduce the examples. Now, linking verbs are followed with an adjective or a noun or a descriptive phrase, which is known as subject complement. We see this point now. Okay. Now, slide 10, verb to be as a linking verb. What are linking verbs? Now, verb to be, all of the elements of verb to be are considered linking verb because after them we have a noun or an adjective that describes the subject. Look here, she is a beautiful baby. A beautiful baby, this is a subject complement, tells me something about the baby. Is does not do anything here. Even if you translate it to Arabic, she is a beautiful baby. هي طفلة جميلة. The function of is here is grammatical. لأنه الجملة الإنجليزية must have a verb, so we use verb to be here. Okay, they are happy. You see, we have an adjective after they, after the word. Okay, there's a missing letter here. Okay, they are happy. No action. This season is summer. You see here we have a noun. Summer is a noun. Look, Now, again, I say, go back to the first sentence. She is a beautiful baby. This phrase is a descriptive phrase. It describes the baby, but it's a phrase, a beautiful baby, all together is a phrase, group of words. Phrase is a group of words which don't have a verb, don't contain a verb. A beautiful girl, okay, it's a phrase. Now, they are happy. Here is an adjective after the linking verb. The season is summer. Here is a noun after the linking verb. We were in Jerusalem. Okay, it's a prepositional phrase, also phrase, 2 words. She was a teacher, also a noun with an article. His father might be rich, it's an adjective. He has been to England, it's a prepositional phrase, to and England, preposition and noun. So, but, okay, but either we have nouns after linking verbs or adjectives, as you see here. Now, linking verbs. There are a few common linking verbs found in English, which are verb to be, as we said, is, am, are, was, were. Again, repeat this point. Now, there are few common linking verbs found in English. Verb to be, which is, are, am, was, were, be, been, and being. And sense verbs. Sense verbs, you know what are sense verbs? أفعال المرتبطة بالحواس. أفعال الحواس like smell, look, feel, taste, and sound. Okay, other verbs like appear, seem, indicates, grows, but grows. Some of these verbs, the sense verbs, and these are the other verbs, sometimes they are action verbs, but when they are followed with an adjective or a noun, they are called linking verbs, and we will see examples now. Go, stay, remain, fall, get, become, prove, act. All of these are called linking verbs when they are followed with nouns or adjectives that describe the subject or link the subject with that noun or that adjective. Yani they are not followed with actions. Okay, they are not followed they are not followed with objects. They are not action verbs. When they are action verbs, they are followed with objects. Type 12. Here are examples of linking verbs as sense verbs. Now, here are some examples of linking verbs used in sentences Okay. These verbs are sense verbs. Sense verbs. You see, the eggs smell rotten. البيض معفن. طب هنا smell. If you translate it to Arabic, what do you see? What do you say? البيض يشم معفن? No. It smells rotten. يعني رائحة البيض عفنة. You look exhausted. تبدو متعبا. So it's not an action. Okay. Bob felt sleepy. Bob felt sleepy after eating the whole pizza. Okay. There is an adjective after felt. After look, we have exhausted. It's an adjective. After smell, we have rotten, which is an adjective. The food tastes sour. طعام محمض. Taste. الطعام مذاقه حامض. Okay. So there's no action. مش معقول يكون معناها الطعام يذوق حامض. It's not an action verb. It tastes. طعمه حامض. I feel worthy when the boss compliments me. Okay. The music sounds beautiful. Okay. So all of these are not action verbs. They are linking verbs. They are followed with adjectives that is related to the subject. Now, another example, the cake tastes delicious, the sweater feels warm, you look tired, fresh bread smells great, this new band sounds original. Okay? Now, other linking verbs, non-action verbs. Non-action verbs. You see, she appears upset. تبدو منزعجة. He went red. He went red. Here, it does not, if you translate it, what do you say? هو ذهب أحمر after tripping on the rug. هو ذهب أحمر? No. He went red, يعني بمعنى احمر وجهه. He went red. Okay. Your plans for the wedding sound nice. The tests indicated that your children, okay, leave this sentence. Okay. Maria might have been more forthcoming with news. Might have been. You see? The audience fell silence. يعني معنى سكت الجمهور. Okay? مش سقط ساكتا. No. fell silent. سكت الجمهور. صمت الجمهور. Dreams come true. Here come true تتحقق. معنى تتحقق. Dreams come true. Okay? So all of these are non-action verbs. As you see, they are linking verbs which followed with nouns or adjectives that tell something about the subject. 16. Now here, as I told you before, the types of the subject, either simple, complete, or compound, and here are the examples. Okay. So this is all about the simple sentence, or at least it sheds light on simple sentence. I'll give you an exercise about simple sentence that you have to answer it, and you have to find the answers on a link below. And it's self-learning. You answer the exercise and you find the answers at the link which is attached to the exercise. Okay, you have to depend on yourself in learning for some time. And remember, in the quizzes and in the exams, if you don't answer the exercises I'm giving to you, inshallah, you will be able to answer the questions. Please do them. Okay, thank you.